St. Martin, our people, we have to work together, you know. So moving forward,
You just need to get back to basics, and from there you could see everything.
Do not settle for less in life. And entrepreneurship is the best way to go. Working for yourself, 2 thumbs up. Yes, and wonderful. Good afternoon to all our St. Martin family, our SOS family all around the world. Welcome to your program, Strictly Business, with your host, Mr. Brian Barry. Alongside your co-host, Mr. Julian Rolex Jr. It's another wonderful, beautiful, sunny day here on the friendly island of St. Martin. Of course, it's time to tune into SOS Radio 95.9 FM every Sunday from 12 to 12:30 p.m. to Strictly Business. Before we get started, we'd like to shout out and thank all our sponsors. So if you want to do some grocery shopping today or during the week, we got a supermarket for you right there on the Illidge Road. That is the Aki Supermarket. Go to the Aki Supermarket for all your shopping and grocery needs today. Also, if you're in Arch Road, we got the Supreme Supermarket located right in the corner of Arch Road, Hispaniola Road number 1. If you're in that vicinity, you can get your groceries there as well. We also like to thank the Los Mejores Barbershop for that fresh haircuts. A barbershop and also a salon for the ladies, the guys, and also for the kids right there on the Illidge Road for that fresh look. And if you're thinking movies, you got to think the number 1 spot. That is the Video Block. Think movies, think Video Block, located right there in French Quarter. Open from Monday to Saturday, 5:30 p.m. until 10 p.m. You get the latest movies loaded on a USB key, your hard drive, your smartphone. Also, we have DVDs as well. Nice selection of video games for PS4. So check out the Video Block. For your home entertainment systems, we got the Bold Chance Electronics Store located right near Front Street for your laptop, your computers. Thank you so much, Bold Chance. Also, GEBE, our water and electricity company. Thank you so much, GB, for being on board. And for all your apartments or commercial spaces, number 1 place to call is J&J Properties, 588-1216. That is J&J Properties, 588-1216. And if you want some delicious tasting food, we got Jerky's Tiki Hut right down Illidge Road for some great tasting barbecue chicken and ribs. We also got Jerky Tiki Hut by the Plaza Casino as well. And if you go over the hill, you got Caribbean Jerky's located right across the Megaplex Cinemas. And I believe they're going to also start doing some coconut water again right there in that location. So if you're in Cold Bay area, you want some delicious cold coconut water, you can get it in that location by Caribbean Jerky's. Not forgetting we got Fat Boy Jimmy right there on the Pondfield for some great tasting barbecue as well. We also have Stasha's Restaurant located right next to Aki Supermarket for some great tasting food. Give them a call, 550-9108 or 524-9834. Stasha's Restaurant, 550-9108 or 524-9834 for some delicious tasting food. Thank you so much to all our sponsors, and thank you for all the listeners for always tuning in. Brother Junie, good afternoon.
What's up, brother?
How you keeping?
Everything good?
Everything blessed.
Yeah, man, how you feeling?
Feeling sharp.
Yeah, feeling good, you know. Back again, I think, every Sunday on SOS Radio. People of St. Martin, thank you for being there with us every Sunday. You know, we have our people listening to us, Brian. You know, we're here for them. You know, we come, we bring the facts.
Yes, sir.
Bring the facts to the people.
Your father say we mix it up.
Yeah, we mix it
Shout
up.
out to the senior.
Shout out to the senior out there, you know. We mix it out, you know, so shout out to Billy, SOS, you know, we thank SOS every day for being positive to the people, you know, bringing positive reactions, you know. When you
that's
drive,
a big give back.
When you drive in the morning, you know, I put on my window and everybody driving around me listening to SOS, you know. Somebody calling me, they're listening to positive vibes, you know. That's all we're looking for now, you know, Brian, positive vibes, you know.
That's what the country needs to keep spinning
that's all we need to keep spinning on, positive vibe.
So when you're too negative, you're dead.
Yeah, boy, when you're too negative, I don't want negative people around me at all. You know, I just staying positive. So how's business, bro?
Business is moving along.
Yeah,
September was kind of rough, but you know how
everybody.
Yeah,
September's slow, you know. We're going into the season now, you know, rainy. It's kind of rainy. You know, we coming out of this hectic month. That
the scary month that we don't like.
That we always got hit. You know.
Yeah, we dread this month, boy.
Yeah, boy, this is a rough month. We dodge a lot of hurricanes here and there, tropical storms here and there, you know. So all we gotta do, brother, is just give thanks.
Give thanks.
You know, give thanks that not much damage, just a little bit of rain. The island is nice and green.
Nice and green, beautiful.
You know, beautiful. So that is the most important thing.
That's the sweet St. Martin that we love, huh?
Yeah,
Beautiful
looking
greenery,
green, beautiful,
nice scenery.
nice and sweet.
We have
You
to
know?
do our part to keep the surroundings clean
Yes,
too.
yes,
Can't
yes.
be green and then dirty cars and all kind of things.
No.
Keep the
Yeah,
place clean.
keep it
Do your part.
Like you always say, don't litter the place,
Mhm.
right? B, we gotta go back to the polls.
bro,
huh?
you know that happening still today? Big people are not children driving and just throwing things out the window.
Yeah, you was telling me.
You
but
see it, you know?
I see it.
You
yeah.
don't witness that?
Yeah, I
During the
remember
week?
we have to enforce,
That's crazy.
enforce certain things on littering.
Yeah, but people like that need to be locked up, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're
Locked up.
enforcing certain laws on them.
It doesn't take
Yeah.
much from you to have a brown paper bag or something in your car, a plastic sack, just to put your litter in until you
Yeah.
find a garbage bin.
Yeah.
Doesn't take nothing from you. It's easy. Easy. Ain't messing up your car to put a bottle on the side in a bag or something. These people, it
We
drives me
just
crazy,
keep
bro.
talking to our people, Brian, and see
Yeah.
the improvements. You know, I'm just gonna ask you.
Uh-huh.
You know, the big talk of the town is you're going back to the polls, brother. You know,
Yes, sir.
what is your first feelings towards that?
I think me, as most people, we dread the thought of election again.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it hasn't been 4 years. When last it actually was 4 years and then election. So things are not moving according to the system,
Yeah.
you know. But that's in place. If election has to come, I personally, I always vote whenever it's called.
Yeah. Both
You know?
sides.
Yeah, you have to go out and put in your 2 cents.
Yeah.
Because during the period of the years or whatever, you want to make your voice heard and you want to say what you like and what you don't like. But if you don't vote, I think you should just keep quiet and watch the country rock.
Exactly. Because on Facebook you see various comments that why you have to vote again. You know, like I was talking to Fernando in the week past, you got a program, right?
Very good
And
program.
yeah,
Good
thank
job.
you, brother. And I would like to enforce it again, Brian, you know, for us to go out and vote. You know, go out and vote. We have several candidates.
Yeah.
You must have one candidate that you might, let me not say admire, like his, what he's about, what he's going to do for the country, or his vision for the country of St. Martin. You know, and stop the stupid remarks, you know, of why vote again? They ain't gonna buy bread for me anyway. You know, we look, no matter how you cut it, Brian, a country needs a government.
Yeah.
You know, we need a government. You know, we need a government. You know, last week there was, as I understand it, the only the parties that we ran last time, they're the only parties that can participate.
Yeah, but that was said even the time before as well. I remember I was expecting that. Any new parties, you're not allowed for the short time span.
Yeah.
You're not
The
allowed.
snap election.
Yeah.
The snap election. So we have the parties because, you know, gonna have people out there, Brian, I am sure might have people out there do not know who to go for, you know, who to vote for, why should they vote for them.
But again, if you love, for me, this is what it boils down to, right? If you love your country, you love St. Martin, it's not when it's election time call that you decided who to vote
Exactly.
for. If you
Exactly.
were paying attention to the politics and what's happening here in St. Martin over the couple of years or the past few months, you would be seeing who's working and who ain't working, who's saying for the country and who's not doing it, who's sleeping on a job.
Yeah.
Right now, it's not the time for you to say, oh, it's the election. No, I have to go look and see who to vote
for. Yeah.
Who making
Well,
who making a story up
you know,
now?
Brian, they have people out there who don't really
Pay attention.
pay attention or really,
Yeah.
you know, like look at meetings like I do, for example. I look at most meetings, I follow it, and I listen to who's talking sense out of nonsense. You know, who I think should really get out of there, who shouldn't be there, who have to get out, you know, whose time is up also.
Yeah.
You know, so I've been looking at it. So I believe me and you can sit here and mix it up and give the people the choices. What you know, what we see as a person, me as a young businessman in St. Martin, been following politics. I still would like to give five candidates that I would want to see back in Parliament. You know, I would like to point out 5 candidates that was there and would want to see back in there again, you know, and maybe even as minister, you know, because our country need progress, Brian. No matter how you cut it, we need ministers and we need parliamentarians. So everybody out there can blah blah blah, but it has to happen. Whether you go or you don't go, and if you want to make a change, try get on a list.
Right.
You know, it's very simple. You know, and doing all the talk, you have to go out there, get on a list, or you can support a candidate who you believe in.
You know what I
You
would
know?
like to see once and for all too, which is mostly like a dream of the population, to see one party win outright.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then, remember it's what, 23 candidates, right? So in those 23 candidates, of course, we're gonna have I would like to see 15 parliamentarians selected from that same list, of course. And then from that same list, I would like to see the ministers.
Yeah.
That would be beautiful. So the main ones would actually get appointed to be ministers, and then the others that ran, they did the work as well, you know, parliamentarians. So that's why it's always important to put a proper list in place with productive people.
Yes.
Not just
yes.
people who gonna poll votes. People who, like, if you need to be a parliamentarian, that's basically number one, you can handle it. But if
Yeah.
you needed to be a minister in whichever ministry, you could handle it as well.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I would like
You
to
know
see.
what people have to look out for too also this election coming, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Candidates or whoever is going on the list, Brian, that is flip-flopping. For example, don't know what to do. They're here today, tomorrow they're there. You know, you have to see it. You have to see and see, okay, I'm going to vote for this person because he's consistent. He says what he's going to do. He did what he had to do, you know, and go forward, you know. Another thing is, Brian, you're going to find, remember, according to me then, Theo Heidegger's not running again. If it's like that, they're going to have 1,200 votes out there. Don't know who to vote for.
Right. Who are they leading towards?
Who will they lead towards? Because, you know, Brian, you can support how much you want to, but all them votes is not going to go to the person you support because they believe in Brian. They're not going to vote for, I'm just giving a reference if Theo lean his support towards anybody, all them votes is not going to go for that person, towards that person.
Correct.
You can forget about that. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, because they believed in Theo.
They believe in Theo.
Yeah.
They believe in his work or his whatever he did. You know, they're not going to vote for example, if you say, I support Billy D, let's go for Billy. Maybe some of them going to vote, but most of them is going to be out there. Boy, let me sit down and see who I'm going to vote for this election.
You think you have people out there saying, Theo ain't running, so I ain't voting?
Yeah, you're going to have people saying, but you're going to have people saying,
Yeah.
Theo ain't running,
Yeah.
the party ain't going nowhere, so I'm moving towards this party. You're going to have that too. You know, you're going to have that. You definitely is going to have that.
Yeah.
You know, but Brian, let me have the people now. Let me have the people tell them. Let me do a comparison. You know, of, okay, I would say there's 5 candidates to me I would want to see again in Parliament. You know, one of them is Rolando Bryson. I would like to see him back in Parliament for sure. He's did some good work in opposition. You know,
Very true.
he did some very good work. He passed some laws also. He did some homework. He has a very, very good he's working on how do you call it, Malibé. You know, that is very, 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 very good for
You
St.
see, the
Martin.
thing is with him as a young guy, he has a different work ethic.
Yes,
And,
yes,
and,
yes.
and he raised the bar in Parliament, and he
Exactly,
made the others now step up.
Step up,
Step their
step
game
up,
up.
you know.
Now this young man is coming with documents, this young man is doing research. We have to raise our
Yeah.
game as well.
Yeah.
So that's a beautiful
So
thing.
I would like to see him back in Parliament.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of them. Christopher Manuel also I would like to see back in Parliament. You know, he did his work. He also raised his bar in Parliament now. He has his own mind. Last term he was Minister of Romi. He did some good work. He did some really, really good work. So that is one choice to St. Martin that you can toward your support for. I would also recommend Ardwell. You know, he's matured in Parliament. You know, he's bring also some good motions forward. And he has his own mind also. You know, he gives his opinion. You know, and he bring I think it was a motion on buying homes.
Okay.
Buying homes, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% sure. If it's over 150,000, you know, you get exemption on the taxes.
Okay.
You know, I don't know how far is it now,
Right.
but when you're in opposition, Brian, and you do work, that is great. You know, because you're not in opposition just to be there and sit down and collect. You know, you're working. You know, and these are 3 people that was in opposition and still show the people of St. Martin that they're working, you know.
Well,
That's
cigar.
3. I have Jurendi also, a new politician. As a new parliamentarian, he started off quiet, observing, and he came out really great, you know. Also, doing his work in Parliament, showing the people of St. Martin where they should lean toward, you know, what the ministers are doing, especially he been looking at the ministers, you know, to see, listen, this what you're doing is not correct, you know, especially on the airport. He's been really towards the vacancies, you know. We have local people who also can crunch numbers, who are capable of doing certain work, you know. You cannot have a vacancy and telling me you'll come with a Dutchman to do it.
Outsourcing, you're looking outside.
Why can't we be sending our children to school? Why can't we put them in those vacancies? You know, he was right here, so I was talking of different people who came back after school, you know, and explaining that they can do the work. They can really, really do the work. You know, I would also my last candidate.
Who you got?
I have Marcelina. You know why I have Marcelina? Because he's a doctor, Brian. Okay, and he supported the government. If I'm not mistaken, this was the first time in history that he supported the government, and he's seen that, well, how do you call it? Emily was not doing his work as he had to do, and he proposed to send him home. You know, he proposed to send him home, and I truly believe that he stayed with the government, Brian, to keep it together. You know, because I'm sure he was tired of government falling every time.
Yeah.
But he was not agreeing with certain things, and I definitely can tell you he didn't agree with Emily, and he decided to send him home. You know, and his recent move also, to me, was very mature. Why? Because when you're a parliamentarian, Brian, you cannot have, as I say, you go in there as your own man. You go in there as an independent parliamentarian.
Not party line.
No party line.
Yeah.
You know, nobody can tell you what to do. You know, I am sure a lot of people tell him, please don't go, stay. I'll try to tell him, listen, I do this for you. I'm just giving you a reference. You have to stay. You know?
Because what you're saying there makes so much sense, and I agree with all the candidates that you chose. And look at many times when they had motions. It was predictable. It was predictable that you know who was going to vote for and who was going to vote against. Many times I just listening on the radio, you was hearing for, you know who they was. Against, you know who they was.
Yeah.
So it was always the opposition against the ones in government. So it was a breath of fresh air to see him did what he did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it was a breath of fresh air to see him stand up in Parliament. You know, it doesn't matter who say.
That's what we wanted to see.
That's
all
what
the
we
time.
want, you know. Brian, if you have 10 ministers or 7, 8, whatever, how much there is, and one of them ain't working, and I'm a doctor. Remember, he's a doctor.
Yeah.
And he see that what this guy doing makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's like, I remember Billy D said on the radio, if you have a doctor who will operate you, and a mechanic, who will leave operate you? Mechanic or the doctor? Ain't a doctor?
Exactly.
So we have the Minister of Health, meaning he's a doctor. Is Marcelina have to become a minister? You know, Brian? So he said on there, he said, listen, this guy have to go. You know, and I remember specifically, MP was here with Billy, and he told Billy that they told Marcelina not to send Emily home because it would cause an effect.
Okay.
And I'm sure he didn't care about that. He said, listen, the guy's not doing a good job, please, we have to send him home. Or you don't want to support it, it's okay. I'm going to propose it, and opposition decide if they're gonna agree to it.
Yeah.
Because after that, I don't know if you remember, the opposition proposed to send the Minister of Finance home, and he got up and he was against it. So it doesn't mean because they say
correct
his mind, he's doing his work. The people put him there to vote his conscience. So he decide, look, I'm still keeping Perrier.
Now my question to you is, the candidates that you call out, all those are opposition. Don't you see anyone?
Not all is opposition.
Who was?
Marcelina was in government.
Okay, yeah, that's one. That's
4 was opposition.
Okay.
and Marcelino
So
was in government.
the only one in government you currently see that should be back? No one else?
In the 8 that was in government.
Yeah, in the ones that were in government, out of the 8 years, so only one. All the 7, they wasn't working.
To me, this is my 5. This is my 5, my top 5s, right?
The top
Okay,
five.
I can't tell you
Right.
who, but this is my top 5 I want to see back,
For
in
sure.
Parliament, for sure.
Okay.
Okay, you have 15 seats,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And these are the 5 I want to see back. The ones that was before wasn't there, the other ones who was in government,
Mhm.
they can be back or not, but my focus is on these 5. I want them back in there,
For sure.
you know, for sure, because they, to me, will bring St. Martin to our next level.
Mhm.
That is my personal opinion.
Mhm, I got you.
Okay, because I know they have people out there in St. Martin don't know who to vote for,
Mhm.
and they be like, boy, who to vote for now? Especially, you have voters out there, I'm telling you again,
Mhm.
that voted for Teo.
Correct.
Teo will not participate in this race.
Mhm.
You know, I'm not 100% sure, but I would predict
Mhm.
that he would not participate in this race.
Correct, yeah.
So those 1,200, those 1,200 votes, they're gonna have some of them, boy, who to vote for? Because in that coalition, maybe they did not see who was working.
Mhm.
And me now is bringing these 5 candidates
Mhm.
to the people of St. Martin
Mhm.
to consider them,
Yeah.
to put
But
them back in
I
Parliament.
would even maybe extend it to 6 and put
So you also
I
agree on
agree,
these
but
5?
you gotta put. I would gotta put MP Sylvia Jacobs as well.
Yes, okay.
She's gonna get a lot of votes.
Yeah, she's gonna get a lot of votes for sure.
She's beloved in the
She's gonna
community
get a
for
lot of
sure.
votes. She's gonna get a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
votes.
yeah.
But you know, I'm focusing on the top 5.
Mhm.
You know, and if you see, right,
Mhm.
these are practically new politicians.
Mhm.
What I focused on.
Mhm.
You know, I'm not saying indeed. MP Sylvia was here with Billy, and she had a great mix with Billy D.
Mhm.
You know, she had a very great. I saw it. You know, she had a very great mix with Billy D. You know what was really unfortunate, I don't know if you see last week, Miss Valia Pantoflet she was on the USB,
Mhm.
you know, and she said she's gonna move away from politics for a while
Mhm.
for her career.
She's studying.
Yeah, you know, I congratulate her on that,
Mhm.
you know, but you know, a little bit unfortunate because I think she really could do some work for the country. You know,
Right,
she's
right.
a hard worker.
But I probably think she's preparing herself.
Yes,
for
she's
maybe the
preparing herself for
future.
the future. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
You know, I see her as a minister.
Mhm.
You know, she can do some great work for the country.
Mhm.
You know, but now she decides, and it's a good choice, Brian. At the end of the day, she's good. Like I don't know if you read the article.
I think I saw some of it. She's studying law.
Yeah, she's
right?
studying law, and she said that she's going to focus on that and
Mhm.
prepare herself.
Yeah.
If she need to give the country service in the future, she
Correct.
will.
Correct.
You know, so that I
Because
congratulate her.
definitely we need lawyers.
Yeah, we need lawyers,
It
buddy.
would
We
be
need
great
lawyers
to have parliamentarians who
parliament-
actually know the
who
law.
actually know the law.
Yeah, so
you know,
she's preparing for our future.
so she's
That's good.
preparing. So that's a great thing for her.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, like I told you, they have other parliamentarians that they could work, but these are the 5 recently young parliamentarians that I'm seeing and that I feel should
No,
get back in there.
what you just said, we got to look at too. You remember, the people are tired of a coalition government. You think we're gonna get that again? Seeing that you said, MP Rolanda Bryson and Marcelina, so those are two members that are in different parties at the moment.
Yes.
So you're seeing
So in the
people-
5 that I chose,
Right.
you have 3 NA and 2 different parties.
Correct. So if you
Okay.
see people show their support for Mr. MP Bryson, so then that's USP in the mix.
Yeah.
And then we got NA in the mix, and we don't really know where MP Marcelina is going to be as yet.
Yeah, I don't know as
Right.
yet. No.
So that's already we're seeing again 2 parties at least, minimum.
Well, we know
Coalition.
Marcelina is not going to be running with UD.
Mhm.
I think that's
That's what we
100%.
suspect.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't make. If you go back to UD, it don't really make sense
Mhm.
then, because then you didn't agree with them.
But it's,
Remember,
but
you
it's,
started
but it's
the-
okay to disagree with your party.
Yeah, but to go back on the list with them,
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be interesting. Where is he going to end up now, on the NA or the USP?
USB, yes, I believe it's going to be between one of those.
Okay.
It's going to be between the NA and the USP.
Mhm.
But I believe we need him in Parliament, Brian, because especially our health department is a mess, brother. SZV, Brian, is a total mess. You know, every day in the news, bro. Every day there's in the news, there's a problem. People ain't getting support to go here. You seen it,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And I believe the gentleman has the education to explain and do the work of where to go. You know, what do you think on the Christian Party? You have a seat. What is your?
Honestly, with what's been going on and the back and forth, I don't see them gaining in votes. I don't see them gaining in votes. They did tremendous. They did great. But this time around, I don't see them gaining in votes. So remember, they basically had one seat. So if they do fall back in votes, then they out.
Yeah.
They out, huh?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are disappointed
Why do
in
you
what
think
they
so?
what they expect. I mean,
Why-
that's the feedback you hear
Yeah,
from the community.
yeah,
You're seeing they say one thing and then you didn't see it play out that
Play
way.
out that way.
You know, so people are disappointed. When people are disappointed, they punish you, huh?
Yeah.
When they
yeah.
expect highly of you and you don't come forward with what you do, they punish you right
And that,
away.
I believe, Brian, that was a party indeed that the people elected to give a chance.
Yeah, because we were tired of the corruption.
Exactly,
We were tired
yes,
of the
yes.
integrity issues,
Yes,
and we were
yes.
tired of the lying and stuff like that. So that was a party that people said, hey, we need this fresh breath of air inside there.
Yeah.
You know, and then to see how everything played out, and then they were quiet on certain issues, and then the people expected them to be always on the ball, saying this is not right, this is so, but they were always, no, we want a stable government, we want a stable government.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the people didn't want a stable government. We want a working government.
Yeah.
We want a productive government. I don't want a corrupt government, but it's stable. I don't want a government that is not helping the country, but it's stable.
Yeah.
The country falling apart, the roads are dilapidated, but it's stable. You know? You heard it, the sentiment of the people was, this is the longest falling government we ever had.
Yeah.
So that means the government was leaning there.
Well, Brian, I
So people are disappointed.
like I say,
my brother.
I am looking at this race coming up.
Yeah.
I do not think that we will get a full mandate.
Yeah, because of how the chips are
The
set.
chips are set.
You know?
Yes, yes.
The chips are set. If
we had a list
it
with
could
all
happen.
these players
You
on
remember
one
you
list.
remember that I said about the All-Star list?
Yes.
A couple of weeks back?
Yeah,
That's
if,
what we
if
needed.
we had all these players on one list, we will have a one
Yeah,
government. But
it's possible.
but even with I believe even with the coalition, I still believe we'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I always keep telling people online, you know, Brian, we're a young country.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't hurt your head, hurt your heart. You know, we are a very young country. We are only 10 years, brother. You know, this country is much more years. You know, we're gonna reach at a time that everything will be okay, brother. Believe me.
Yeah.
I still believe that we will reach at a time that St. Martin will be okay.
Yeah, there's room for growth.
There's room for
Definitely,
growth, and as
there's
you
room for
see,
growth.
there's new people coming in, different areas that you just told me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so St. Martin will be okay. Don't bother your head just on this Tuesday or Wednesday. When it
Martin
is,
will
when
be
when
okay.
when the list will all the lists will be
I'm
coming
not
out.
sure.
Billy, when they will be coming out?
October 2nd.
The 2nd, so that's Wednesday then.
Closing the postulation day just after.
Okay.
Second.
So when they will carry the list to the 2nd or the 1st?
Second, yeah.
Okay. So when the list come out, Brian, then we will check it out, and the people of St. Martin can take the time and look at the list and elect who they believe can carry this country forward.
Yeah, we need to vote right.
Go ahead, Brian.
That's the last words?
Yeah, man.
All right, St. Martin people, that's our time for today. We thank you for yours. Thank you, SOS, for having us. Remember, life is all about choices. So be careful who you choose and what you choose, because time waits on no one.
Thank
Till
you,
next
St.
time.
Martin. Take
Strictly
care.
business.